Hello, y'all. Oh my goodness. Oh, here I am. Okay. Hey, happy Wednesday. Happy Wednesday. Hey, Virginia. How are ya? Hey, Mama. Welcome. I'm Christelle with Christelle's Country Creations, and it's Wednesday, which means it's going live day. So, I will see if we get a couple more people on here. When you come on, if you wouldn't mind saying hello so I know you're there. Good. I'm glad you're doing well, Virginia. How about you, Mom? How you doing? And it's just me tonight. So, I'll keep up with, we don't have very many people on, and that's okay. I'll be able to keep up with comments. So, I just wanted to show you Madam Harley Harlequin. You see her? She's who we put together on Friday. So we're going to be putting her into a rail today. Good, Mom. I'm glad you're doing good. So, and the only thing that I've changed from Friday is that I have put a wire through the back of the foam head so that we can attach it to the rail when we get to that point. So we'll put Madam Harley Harlequin over here, and then I'll pan down and we'll get started on the rail. Hi, Valerie. Hey, Jeanette. Good evening. Good evening. Hey, Valerie. Hey, girl, how are ya? All right, I'm going to pan down a little bit here so y'all can see. Sorry, I have to get so close. What? Come on. Oh, I went too far, didn't I? Doop, doop. Okay. Actually, hold on. Hopefully we can see. Can y'all see? Let me widen this up a little bit. There, we should be able to see well now. Okay. So I've got a rail form here. It's a metallic pencil kind of rail. And the rail itself is 22 inches. And the mesh that we're going to use tonight is actually some mesh that I had gotten from Sam's a couple of years ago, and it's silver. So, hey, Alexis from Guam, my daughter. How are you, sweetheart? Oh, thanks, Val. I am too. I have no idea how it's going to turn out, but hopefully it does. You know how it goes, Valerie. Valerie is also a designer with Val's Visions and Designs, and so we never know if these are going to turn out or not. So all I've done is I've gathered all the edges together, and I'm going to find a starting point, and I think that I'm actually going to put, and anytime I start or finish, I always put a zip tie on so that it is firmly adhered to either the rail or the wreath or whatever. So just do that real quick. And wanted to apologize. I have not, you know, been on social media, I guess, you know, on my page or anything very much this week. I've just been busy. We're trying to gate our front entrance way to the property, and so I've been looking for gates, and I finally found some. Finally found some. So all I'm doing is I'm doing 10 to 12 inch poofs, and we're going to go all the way around the rail. And you can measure your poofs if you want. I just have a section on my arm that I generally always bring it up to, and then that's how I measure it. So that's all I'm doing here. Oh, thanks, Val. By the hair of my chinny chin sometimes, I think. Oh, and y'all, I have to show you, I have been working on a couple of more mannequins. I said that I was going to be making a Frankenstein. Well, I got some spackle the other day so that I could work on him a little bit, so I'll show you that in the end if you remind me. I spackled some like a forehead on him and widened his nose and made his jaw like a little more square than the mannequin head that I bought, because it was a male mannequin head, but it seemed kind of feminine, so I wanted to rough him up a little bit. Okay, it feels like Friday to me. I don't know why it feels like Friday. Maybe I'm just wanting the weekend. Oh, and it's Father's Day weekend, y'all. I didn't even realize that until I talked to one of my daughters the other day. And I thought it was going to be next weekend was Father's Day. But it's this weekend. It's Father's Day weekend. Y'all probably knew that. I just didn't know that. The mannequin heads are styrofoam. And I got them at just Hobby Lobby when they were 30% off. Like every other week, I think they go 30% off. And it was just as cheap to do that as it was for me to go online on Amazon and order it. So I just got it at my local Hobby Lobby when it was 30% off. Or I suppose you can go when, oh, that puff got a little out of control. When they're not on sale and get 40% off. I just thought of that, you know, with your coupon. That's probably the better plan. All right, so we are just, this mesh is a little thin. You know, usually I always do fabric mesh in probably 90% of my creations, but I didn't have a fabric mesh that was, or a jute mesh that was kind of a metallic silver, so I really wanted the metallic silver in this. So we'll have to see how it goes. I actually use like acrylic paints, Jeanette. Let's see. I've got, so it's just these kinds of paint that you can get at like Hobby Lobby. So they're just like acrylic paints. And that's all I use on my foam heads. Oh, yeah, well, I forgot about it. I totally forgot about Father's Day being this weekend. So, yeah, heads up for everybody. All right, so we're just going around this rail. And then I'm actually going to go up the middle of the rail too, because this is just so thin. This metallic mesh is so thin. I just want a little bit more of it in there. But I think probably tomorrow, I don't know, maybe during the afternoon, maybe I'll just go live for a little bit while I paint these Frankensteins that I have. Because I still want to paint, by the end of the week, I want to do a Queen of Hearts too, to put her into a wreath. So, see how that works out. Okay, so I'm back where I started, and I'm going to use another zip tie. Give me some zip ties in here. And I'm going to zip tie it, and then I'm going to go straight up the middle, just to make it a little thicker, because this, well, I guess usually on my rails I go up the middle, but this stuff is just really thin. You did also, TK, what did you do also? Did I miss something? I'm sorry, sweetie. And I'm just going to grab some zip ties, because I don't need very much of them to adhere that on there. But you have to remember when you do if you do the foam heads, and I'll show you this probably tomorrow when I go live, you got to paint it prior to, or you got to cover it in like Mod Podge or like an Elmer's glue or something to kind of, because it's very, very porous. It has like these little, I don't know, little dot looking things all over it. So in order to cover that up, you have to like cover it in something. And then after you paint it, you definitely want to, oh, gotcha, TK, sorry. You definitely want to make sure you seal it afterwards too. And I just sealed mine with Mod Podge, the satin finish, I think. But you could do gloss finish if you wanted. We're just doing and fluffing and doing and fluffing. These are 10 to 12 inch poofs. And I'm just, when I go down the middle, I'm only doing it to these crossbars. So I'm just attaching these pipe cleaners around that bar and then around the mesh to keep it in place. Yeah, one of my daughters asked me, she said, well, what are we going to do for Father's Day? And I was like, I don't know. I didn't even know it was Father's Day weekend. And she said, oh, well, I guess you don't have to prepare something or do something. We do. And I was like, hey, that's a great idea. Y'all need to do it. So, wish you were going to be here, Alexis. But I think we're just going to have like a little barbecue or something. Nothing big. My daughter Asia just got a hot tub. So maybe we'll go over to her house. Oh, you do, Jeanette? That's probably a really good idea because Mod Podge is expensive. I went the other day and to because I didn't have the gloss one, I just had the matte, and yeah, it was like $8.99 for the bottle. And then once you get to the bottom, now sometimes with these rails, I'll leave a little extra in case I want to have it elongated a little bit more. So I'm actually right now going to cut this down here instead of up there, and then I'll see for sure what I want to do with it. I might bring it behind here and then just have it, but it may get cut off later. We'll just have to see how the design goes. Okay, so we had the metallic deco mesh, and we just went through and did all of those. Hi Lisa, welcome. Nice to see you tonight. Oh, I guess I didn't realize you can use Mod Podge on furniture. Well, I guess that's, well, duh, of course you could, right? All right, so these are the, what do we call them? Woodland ruffles. And all I did was I took the rolls. I took the rolls of 10-inch And this is like a burlap poly mix blend, both of these are. And I rolled them out to about 16 inches. I cut them, and then I rolled up one side like about 4 or 5 times, and then I rolled up the other side, and then I gathered them together in the middle, and then that's how it looks. You've never done the post down the middle? Oh, I just think it makes it a little more fluffy. You know, fluffy. We designers like a lot of fluff, don't we? Okay, so, and then you're just going to give them a twist into each one of where these ties are. And it's just going to give it even more fluff and just a little more color. And then we've got some ribbon cut that we're going to put in it. The only problem I'm afraid of is I can't get it too puffy because the head really sticks out quite a bit. On the other head I did of this Sally the Scarecrow, that turned out pretty thick. I probably shouldn't have filled in the middle. I should have probably left it open because she ended up being like almost 10.5 inches deep. Oh yeah, bigger the better. Yeah, we love fluff. We do. But I did get a little carried away, I will say, on that, on Miss Sally the Scarecrow. Got a little overzealous there, I think. Because if I don't sell her locally and she ships, I'm kind of afraid of what the shipping costs are going to be. You know, shipping is just getting outrageous. And then I heard, I don't know, I heard something on the radio about they're trying to get funding from the government because they're having problems or something. I didn't listen to the whole thing. I probably should have, but it sure seems to me they keep raising the prices all the time. But I don't know. Maybe they're having problems like everybody else, I guess. I got fluffed away. Yes, I did. Oh, hey, Mimi, are you on here? Welcome. Okay. And with these rails, there's usually 11, well, this on the 22-inch rails, there's usually like 11 ties. Instead of, you know, like on a wreath, we have 18. So on these, there's usually 11. Sometimes I add a couple more, but oh, you made a swag that is, oh girl, that's a big swag. Yes, it is. You know, I was on Amazon yesterday because I haven't listed any of my rails yet because I don't have boxes for them. And I'm afraid if I list them and then I don't have boxes, then I'll be stuck going downtown to this packing store we have, and it'll just be so completely outrageous. So this last one, I don't have a tie, so I'm just going to take this and wrap these pipe cleaners around the bar so that I have one up here at the top. Hi, Marianne. Welcome. I did get the 10-inch mesh from... Did I get them? Yes, I did. I got them from Craft Outlet. I do have the numbers if anybody's interested in the numbers, but I don't know if you can still get it because lately, you know, they're sold out of... They sell out of stuff so fast. Okay. So here, now we've got it. What do you think of our colors? Kind of fun, right? Kind of fun. All right, so I've got my ribbon already cut, and I cut this ribbon at 13 inches. I was afraid 12 inches might not get, might not be able to see it very well, so I wanted to make sure we could see it real well. So we're going to do the spider combination here. Oh no. Sometimes your wire will catch and then it will start to come out. When it does that, just shove it back in if it'll go in. If it doesn't go back in, just cut it off and cut another piece. But that one went back in, so we're okay. Thanks. I think it looks like it's going to be fun, right? Okay. So we are going to put the harlequin and the squiggles on the black and white woodland ruffles like this. And then we're just gonna, when you put them in, you just have to kind of straighten them out at their base and then pull them out. And then you can separate them a little bit so you can see like all four. And you can do it like this, or you can do the tulip method. I usually do it like this, but sometimes I do the tulip method. I hope everybody's doing well this week. It's been like super hot here in Colorado. We're expecting a cool down, I think, tomorrow. Thank goodness. Because yesterday it was like 96. And I think we had like quite a bit of humidity. Like it had to be like 30 or 40%, which I know. I know, Valerie, you're probably laughing, going, girl, that's nothing compared to what we get down here. And you're right, it isn't, but whew, I was dying yesterday trying to unload that fencing stuff with my husband. Let's see. Better put these like this or I'm going to confuse myself. Hey, Mimi. You want to see the head, Mimi? Sure. Yep, just a second. Let me put this one in and I'll get the head back out and show you. This is the rail we're going to be putting her in. We're just adding the, and we did 10 to 12 inch poofs around, and then we did woodland ruffles. And so now we're just kind of getting it ready to put the head in it. But yeah, I can show you the head. Whoops. Let me see. Can you see her? Whoop. So the only thing I did from Friday from her is I put this bar in the back of her head. Can you see it here? To be able to adhere her to the rail. So that's all I've done with that. Okay. But we'll put her in this rail and see how she looks. I'm so happy y'all have tuned in tonight to spend some time with me. Thank you so much. I know you guys, you know, work and busy and stuff, so I appreciate when you take the time and hang out with me. Oh, y'all, you're not watching me, are ya? That's what I've got. I messed up here. Hold on, sorry. You get going sometimes, and don't pay close enough attention. I haven't gone out and collected eggs. I didn't do it yesterday because I was at Murdoch's for such a long time trying to get fencing and stuff, and then I haven't been out there today. And I'm trying to remember if I went out there